We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day.
61, matchbox, light.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch up, switch up.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing Jones. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Go, sign. 55, Mike 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Red 80, 80. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, son. Mike, you can't block me. Red 80. You can't block me. 30.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run with Howard. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we... It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 99 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's coming. We got
A give left side to Howard. He'll have a first down past the 40. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 22. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... Check. Watch twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
Check 52. Ready.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, New York.
These two teams all tied after one.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. 80 weapons.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Emmanuel Agba. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Two-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check, 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 check. Ready.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Back to throw Darnold. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Going the other way.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta. Mike, down.
Off play action. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jones now operating from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 4, check 4. Yo, 80. Check 3, check 3.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Slam. Switch gears.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Go now. 50, plank. Pilot, 64, reach.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Jones, a final shot before break. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch 61. Matchbox lights.
They go with Howard again. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 40 now on second down, Darnold. Dancing, and Darnold, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Second and 10. At the Packers' 41.
Check.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rosa's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run the counter. Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the give, running right is Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 41, Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. Today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old-school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No. Big grip.
On 2nd down, it's Underwood. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here's Jones. Off play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go. Bang! Yo, lady.
Bang, bang. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bradley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch.
Topper! Yo, lady.
from the 39. Darnold going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Protein spill. Give it that ball. Give it that ball, defense.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Looking to throw. Jones. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
41. Now, lady, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Darnold. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the try here for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Reed. Check. Pilot, 64. Reed.
It's just me and you.
Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Zoo.
Jones to throw again. And this is Shepard on the catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
61, matchbox, light. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Bradley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Tackles. Check safety. Kill. Man, Eddie. Turn it up. Hatch it. Kill.
On third down, Bradley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Bandit.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.